signs. Hi, hello. How the hell are you? In case you don't know who you are, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. I thought I forgot it. Which I thought I forgot. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. Type in. Let's see. I've already have some cards pulled. Hold on. Um, well, who cares? Well, I kind of care, but I don't know. Like, I really don't feel like having whatever. Um, so I'm just gonna tell you what you got here. We have the. Oh, sorry. Tags just be messing me up. So we have the Five of Wands. We also have the It of Cups. The Page of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So here you have the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Let me get this out the way. Okay, so just diving right into it. With the Five of Wands and the Page of Swords, I feel like, honestly, there was conflict due to somebody's immaturity. And I think that this is representative of you and somebody not being on the same page. I really feel like this could be a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. So I feel like there was some conflict here between you and somebody that, with this page, somebody that was just like, you felt was not about what they said they were about, in more ways than one, enough ways that you wanted to leave with the Eight of Cups here, and so that you felt like it was something that you had to leave behind, and so you did, and you're kind of, and this was in a sideways position, so it's like, it's telling me that it's like a transition that you're trying to make into more stability, because you feel like they were wrecking the foundation, and that you would not be able to achieve stability with them present. And so this wasn't an easy decision to make, though, I see, but you made it. You said you chose, like, to you, this is a way that you've chosen yourself. I'm gonna get an oracle card to like cap these 5 cards, just to like kind of like tell us like what's the lesson behind all of this, because I feel like this was something that maybe was a long time coming. I feel like this is a sacrifice that you had to make for greater. You had to lighten the load so you could travel further. I feel like, yeah, with the Page of Swords, I feel like, and with the Five of Wands, I feel like you just weren't playing. Like, you just were like, yeah, like, nah. You were ready to end this cycle. It just wasn't given for you. You were just over it. Yeah, Knight of Cups, you felt like you wasted your time. Like, you felt like you wasted your time on this person. But, nothing is wasted. I think the Vulture Spirit in the animal deck that I have, Spirit Animal deck, says that nothing is wasted. Of course, that fits the Vulture Spirit. But yeah. Wow, I'm trying to. I don't know if this is because like you're in a point right now where you don't want to like maybe receive this. But okay, let me stop. Okay. So just because you're being stubborn, I'm going to, we're going to get a message or two out of here. And so now I just had to take a second to call in the divine help to to get a message because you guys are being really stubborn. But if you don't want to hear what's coming out, but here we go. We got 2. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true worth. Overthinking, maybe having the reason that you didn't want to hear this message, but it came out anyway for you. Like, you need to stop overthinking and be more patient, because overthinking, you've done too much thinking in that time that you got to a point where it's like you feel like in all the overthinking you've done, you're thinking about, but it's like you do a lot of overthinking in a little bit. It's overthinking, so you do a lot of thinking in a little bit of time. So you think that the time has passed, that more time has passed than actually has, and it causes you to be impatient. You have Starseed here. It says, what lights you up? So now that you have made these moves, lightened your load, and you're transitioning into you mode, taking care of you, it's that, like, what are you gonna do? So the 9 of Cups, hold on. Yeah. The 9 of Cups is here in the reverse, so it's like, yeah, like, don't drive things away by being impatient, because you're more likely to be less grateful because you had to wait. You have the 2 of Cups here. This is in relation to a relationship. I don't know, I'm getting fire or water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That's what's coming out there. You got some cards that flipped over in the deck, likely to help us dig into this relationship that you're trying to manifest. You want, like, you really feel like you need somebody to balance you out. 4 of Wands here. For somebody to balance you out, you want this, like, long-term commitment, and it's like, with this coming out, this is, you had the 9 of Cups in reverse, and, wish fulfillment. I see the Sun card was here in the reverse. I just turned it back over for you. I feel like a lot of you, that action that I just did is indicative of the fact that you don't want to admit your own shortcomings, because then you have more work to do. You have the 4 of Cups here. You could be feeling like you've missed out on an opportunity, but what you don't know is that, because the 5 of Pentacles, you feel like you missed out on something, and you just were, like, stuck thinking about what could have been in a relationship, maybe. The Hermit in reverse, yeah, like, this is really, like, upset you and, like, dissatisfied you to the point where you really just you made a conscious decision here with the 2 of Wands to just, like, kind of, like, chill out and be on your own. I think, see, for some of you, you might have, actually lashed out, and the Queen of Cups and the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so with this, right, so with the Queen of Cups here, this is just showing, for some reason, I feel like this is speaking to, like, past traumas, and I feel like this was, going back to me talking about it being, like, a painful ending, like a painful, separation for you. Sorry. I feel like the Queen of Cups is speaking, like, it's so painful because of, like, past traumas that it's just not the first time that she went through something like this, and so it's really messing with you that you're still going through it after so long. It's like this, it's the cycle that is that makes this a little, like, more painful, because so much comes behind it. Like, it's not just this. You have the Emperor in reverse. You feel like stuff like this means that you're not in control. You don't have any control over your own situation, and that can be very upsetting. You have the High Priestess as well as the Queen of Wands coming out. We're done shuffling. Now we just, I don't know why, but every time I'm always looking back, because it's like, and I hate when I do that in a video, but it's like, it's always something like in the kitchen making noise, and it gets my attention every time, like. But yeah, so you have the High Priestess here and the Queen of Wands. This is about, like, creative dreaming. Pay attention first of all to the magic in your dreams. You are a very knowledgeable person, but you just have to dive into where your knowledge is, because everybody doesn't know everything. So you have to dive into where your knowledge is, and kind of root yourself in that. You know, be very open to, like, you know, diving deeper into things that just slightly interest you. You could make you could, I see like lucrative starts, the Queen of Wands energy here. Like this is you like just coming into like what your passion is. But with these queens here, I'm seeing that feminine energy is very significant. If a feminine energy is watching this, I feel like diving into your femininity is something that has not gone unnoticed. And I feel like in your creative endeavors, a lot of your feminine energy will come out to play, and that's always good. You know what I'm saying? That's always good for you. I heard something else. Sorry, Six of Pentacles is here, and with the Six of Pentacles, like I said, I did see like hearing something about like lucrative starts coming from like your passions, things that you just found interesting in. You don't even know how good you can become, and that's the thing. You don't want to just not do something just because you aren't already good at it. You can grow, and the more you grow, the more time you spent with whatever this is, you can. The more time you spent with it, the further it can take you. The more you'll know about it and be familiar with it. Meditation would be good for you right now too. I say that because to meditate means to become familiar with. So definitely. The Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is here in reverse. So you kind of want to make sure you bring balance into your life. You want to make sure that you're not pouring too much of yourself into one part of your life. You want to make sure that balance is definitely present, and that you aren't letting material things overcome or like you don't want to prioritize material things over emotional well-being. You want to, I was trying to see if I was like, let me take my arm off. I was trying to see if I was shaking the camera too much. Sorry. I know they want to do this fast and fine. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Devil, and the Eight of Wands. So why do I really just feel like this is so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Like the Ace of Wands is in the reverse here, right, with the Devil. So it's a bunch of fire energy. The Ace of Wands, the Devil, and the Eight of Wands. So somebody may have like been acting like they wanted to pursue like new starts with you, or somebody may be planning with the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you feel like something is over, but it's really not. And that may not be with the Devil card here. I don't know how pleasant that may be for you. I'm not gonna lie. With the Eight of Wands, I'm seeing somebody I'm seeing something about like a black sedan. This person may have a black sedan. This person may be trying to take you out on a date. You may be feeling like you don't know this person's true intentions, and they're not really. You feel like maybe they're not in a rush, or like there's not a sense of urgency behind them trying to show you their true intentions to make sure you're comfortable and safe, and that is not something that you may want to move forward with. But I'm hearing that you can, like, I don't know, I'm seeing like several offers to move forward with somebody in a relationship, like the type of relationship in your choosing, because this could be like a business proposal. It could be the forming of a business relationship for some of you. Like I said, we were talking about lucrative starts, and you're like coming from like just something that was a mere interest. And so in the process, you may very well develop. You have the Chariot in reverse. You feel like you've driven something away, and you have, because that's not what you wanted. And so with the Knight of Swords here, you communicated to the divine that that's just not what I want. And they said, well, what you're going to do by turning it away is making it's something that you're doing. You got the Justice in the reverse. You don't even understand what you're doing for yourself. And you have the Three of Wands here. So you, it's like, I want my, what is it? I don't want no something, something, something. I want the one I paid for. I don't blame you. That's me. I'm telling you. Oh, it's already hearing stuff. Like, if people, these walls are things. But if these walls could talk. So we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, excuse me, not the Knight. The King of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like somebody is really, really, really like, this is maybe somebody like trying to be like really strategic, trying to plan something. You may be the one trying to plan something. To surprise somebody. We had the Magician come out earlier, so I don't know. Well, yeah, there's definitely somebody that's trying to be strategic about their approach. We saw the Four of Wands, and then with the King of Cups in reverse, this person like really has struggled with trying to like figure out how to like actually approach you in a way that you would deem acceptable. Or like I said, you could be trying to, I think I done said this I know I said it in another read, but what's this grandma say? When you do your best, that is all you can do. That is all you can do, huh? Let's see. You have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the, Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, there is something definitely coming in to surprise you, to shake up the foundation. Stability will be lost in the process, but everything that you get, you always get back, so don't ever trip. Now you got the Nine of Cups here, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. This is something that, like, warnings have been given to you through your dreams. I feel like the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess, they came out together before. That just, I feel, didn't they? They sure did. I'm almost certain. So with the Nine of Cups here, I feel like there's just like a lot of you are just going to be able to get into your creative flow freely without worry. Like, I feel like one thing that's blocking you all creatively is like it's not enough, like, first of all, it's not enough cleanliness in your space. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And there's also not enough like it's, you just feel like this person that's in a box, and you feel like you don't have enough room to like really stretch out and branch out into this Queen of Wands, like this queen who can just, it was very majestic, very graceful, very creative, very just like very in tune with her passions and her desires and setting boundaries healthily. Three of Wands comes back out. Manifestations. Like I said, you want to keep, like I said earlier, you want to keep a track on that overthinking, because your manifestations will come. You just have to give them time. The Ace of Wands is here in reverse. You might be revisiting an old passion of yours, and I feel like it's going to come from hearing from someone. I want to pull another card from the Oracle deck just to you might see them at the gas station. I don't know why they just came in. You might see like somebody, you might run into them, but for a lot of you it'll be just like, you know, communication, like telecommunication. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. Okay, so look, the way things are playing, like, you have to look at your life like a movie sometimes, so that you can figure out clues into like what's happening around you, so that you don't feel like everything is happening to you, but understand that things happen for you just as much. Okay, so just be very mindful of those things. Okay, you have the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Tower. So you felt really appreciated. You felt like this person was mature enough to appreciate you. This is about we've gone back to your this person that you may run into. This is somebody in the past that you may have, and I really feel like with this Tower card here, that the element of surprise is playing into that Tower energy. I feel like that's where a good bit of the Tower energy is coming from. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is in reverse. This is something you once wanted. This person's going to come in and offer you something that you once wanted with them, but I feel like you're not interested anymore. You're still going to look at them. You're going to look at, because I feel like you've changed since then, and they may have changed too, but you don't see that. So that's from your point of view, you don't see that they've changed. They still look like the same person, and that is not something that, because this person may have rejected you in the past. You're not feeling that. You don't want to go back to that now. Like, if you've been through this, the rejection caused like a hell of a Tower moment for you, and so you just feel like that's not even something that you want to revisit because you worked very hard to close that chapter. Just because we still have all your oracle cards out here, I am just gonna go ahead and pull some cards to just to dig deeper into these messages. So we're gonna go back. It says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah, man, you got the sun. Look up. You know what I'm saying? Things start looking up when you do. You need to look to your higher power for assistance at this time. I can tell you that will be very beneficial for you. Overthinking about things that you think maybe having the possibilities. Like, okay, your spirit team wants to ask you, like, say you do find that out, right? Say you find out that somebody is snaking or things are off balance as you suspect, right? What are you going to do exactly? What can you do that would actually, like something with like long-lasting effects that would benefit you at this point? At this point, you're mad because you haven't been benefited, right? So you're going to do something that would, like, in the end, benefit you, take the amount of benefit down even more. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Seven of Swords. And so I feel like you're letting, like, potential what ifs, something that could be lurking with the Moon in reverse here, whatever you feel like could be lurking in the dark. I feel like you let that keep you from a lot of things. But you have the Sun here, so I'm hoping that the Sun is here because that means you're going to be coming out of that. I see the Two of Cups as I'm splitting the deck to go look into the next card, which says Starseed, what lights you up? It's giving like you light my fire. Soulmate connection here. Come on, soulmate connect. The Tower in reverse. Yeah, okay. And I will tell you that your ideas about mistruths, your ideas about dishonesty has been misplaced. So it's in the wrong section of your life. Because I feel like we were talking about career a while ago. We were talking about you letting, like, things, like what could be left in the dark, keep you from, like, certain endeavors. I feel like that is more like career and creative based. And the Tower in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, clarifying the Starseed deck. And we had the Two of Cups as I split the deck. I really want to say, yeah, look at the bottom. The Devil. I feel like this has been caused just from, like I said, this Tower moment in reverse, this, like, detrimental, like, rejection that took place here, or just not being able to get something that you really thought was going to come through. Somebody just fell through, and it was really disappointing. And the Chariot in reverse, you just did not, you felt like you had to let something slip away. But that energy is what you're using now to create new starts. The Six of Swords just came out. So you're using that energy to create new starts. That energy that came from that, it was very intense and very powerful. You transmuted it into gas that you can use for your journey, this new journey that you're starting. The Devil card comes out, and so I feel like this person really doesn't want to see you start new things without them, though. The Two of Swords, like, they literally don't want to see that. Like, this is... they don't want to see you, like, good without them because they're not good without you. But you said, you know, you had your time to be good without me. You took it. That's what I'm hearing from you. The Five of Wands here, yeah, I feel like right now you guys are just not in the space to be talking about. I feel like you're still going to run into this person at some point. You got the Page of Swords. This person may be watching you on social media. The World. Okay. You have the World here. It's a card flipped up in the deck, I believe. Yeah. That's right. The Four of Wands. This person wants to come back in and offer you something stable. Mutable signs. The World. The 10. No, it's not the 10. Sorry, the 9 of Wands and the. You have the World. Let's look at the World and the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So you have this idea about how, like, you want your life to look, and now I feel like what your body's doing, you're trying to create that image so that you can manifest it better, so your body can, you want to like meditate to see that image so that you can like go toward it even more. And we're finna wrap it up here in a minute, but I feel like this is like very keen. Let's say the World here definitely represents a new cycle, a karmic cycle. That rejection, I think it hurt you so bad because understand that pain is something that you've held on to. Naturally, it's not something that like saying like, oh, you held on to it, it's your heart, but I'm just saying like you like held on to it for life after life after life, and so in this life you've broken it. And so remember, pain is gonna hurt just as much leaving the body as it does entering the body. And so this world, let's say I could think about like bringing a child into the world. This is a new start, and it starts right back over at the Fool card. The Fool is somebody that is free, open, reborn, anew. And that's why I would talk about the Fool energy. I really feel like there's something about like this, like the element of surprise coming into play. We have the Four of Wands here as well. This is something that you will be able to. This is something very. It's what you're looking for, which is stability. You don't want nothing. With the foundation that can be torn apart by, you know, a storm. You want something that's gonna weather. You want a connection that's gonna weather the storm. You have the Hierophant here, and you feel like you've spent a lot of time like making yourself somebody that can be half of that. You've taken the lessons. You have the Magician here. I said I'm gonna shuffle the market right here, put the cards. And so, like I said, it says what lights you up. So we're still clarifying the like what lights you up, right? So it's like take your passions into overdrive. You're in hermit mode right now because that's what you need to be, so that you can figure out yourself, so that you can figure out how you're gonna bring your dreams into reality. What methods are gonna work best for you? How can you do this in a comfortable and the most beneficial way for you? Because it's really about the journey, never about the destination. You learn that Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. So we're gonna see like what it is that you got the Strength card here. Basically, don't be scared to. Well, it was the Strength card as I was cutting the deck. Don't be scared to fall back on spirit. Don't be scared to fall back on them. Like, don't let your pride get in the way of things that you know you need. We have the Ten of Swords, as well as the Five of Pentacles. Right? So there's just basically like meditating on loss, becoming familiar with loss over and over there, like replaying like times you feel like you lost something in your head, or times you weren't able to get something back or get your lick back about something. Meditating on times like that only manifests more times like that because that's what you're becoming familiar with, and so that's the only thing that you're able to attract. The divine wants to help you, but you have to be open to their help. One second. Some cards just came crashing down. Sorry. let's get some shuffles. Yeah, you have to. You can't like the divine says like, hey, like we're gonna help you, but since you need our help, you have to. You kind of like forfeit the decision of the method because it's like you need our help. So when you need something, you need to trust that that's what's happening. Like you ask for something, you need to trust that whatever's happening is gonna get you there, whether it's pleasant or not, because it's all bigger than you. Okay, and I'm going to pull one more card just to end off the message for you. We get one more okay, that was a lot. Let's not, because we'll be here all day. We'll let them figure that part out, whatever that part even was. Like something about a car for somebody though. I did get it. I did see something about a car in that moment. Somebody might be getting their car fixed or getting a new car. Finding out you have car trouble. All of these are true for somebody, but whichever one resonates for you. Okay, so here we go. The last card that Spirit wants to leave you with is the Five of Swords. And this is to tell you right now, watch how you communicate, watch who you're communicating with, watch what you communicate to who. Watch how often you use social. I'm hearing. Watch how often you use social media. A lot of you do need a social media break. I am hearing. But this is at 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and separate. Thank you for watching.